If you've ever typed "make it better" into ChatGPT and gotten something that was, well, not better at all, keep watching this video. I'm going to teach you how to get great AI outputs consistently. Most people think the problem is their prompt, but here's what's actually happening. You're stuck in what I call context rot, where every iteration actually makes your output worse. Here's the exact framework we use to escape this loop, because you've got way better things to do than argue with ChatGPT. It's called the shaping loop, and it works for landing pages, blog posts, technical docs, basically any content you're trying to create using AI. Research from Chroma found that model performance degrades by 17 to 35% after just 10 conversation turns. That's context rot. The AI is drifting further and further away from what you actually want with every iteration. Your LLM sounds like an amateur comedian at an open mic night on a Tuesday because you haven't actually anchored what those things mean for your content. The solution? Well, you need a systematic way to shape AI output. Not just prompt it better, but shape it. See what I did there? The shaping loop has 5 steps: flip, spread, articulate, chisel, and re-anchor. Each step serves a specific purpose, and you can use them in order or jump to the one you need in the moment. The key is that you're never just saying, "Hey, make it better." You're giving the AI specific shaping instructions that moves you closer to publication quality. Let me walk you through each one with real examples. Flip reverses your angle. Say the AI gives you some typical benefits of our product copy, right? Instead of asking for better benefits, you flip it. So you say, "Hey, AI, instead of listing benefits, start with the 3 biggest objections buyers have and dismantle each one with evidence." Same information, but an unexpected angle. You're not asking for different content, you're asking for a different entry point. Spread expands compressed ideas into detailed explanations. If the AI says, "Our platform helps teams collaborate better," you spread it. You say, "Hey, take this sentence and spread it into a full paragraph. Include things like what specific problems exist and what does better mean. Give me a concrete before and after." And now you get something like, "Most marketing teams waste 6 to 8 hours per week in revision cycles because feedback is scattered. Our platform centralizes feedback in context, cutting review time from 3 days to 3 hours." When Webflow adopted this, they went from 2 articles per week to 8, generic to specific, claim to proof. Articulate is step 3, and it forces precision. If AI writes, "Many companies see significant improvements," you say, "Okay, one sec. Articulate this with specifics. Which companies are we talking about? What metrics? What is the time frame? Make it show receipts." You know what I mean? Many companies becomes 47 Series B SaaS companies, and significant improvement becomes 87% organic traffic growth over 12 months. Vague claims do not build trust. Specific ones, however, do. If the AI can't articulate with specifics, then it's your job to go and find them yourself. Chisel is the opposite of spread. Now we cut away everything that doesn't serve the core point. AI gives you 4 paragraphs about SEO. Then you chisel. Cut this to the essential insight. What's the one thing people need to understand? And the result? Google ranks content that demonstrates expertise. That means showing your work, real data, named case studies, specific methodologies. Everything else is decoration. You should have ruthless clarity, but this is not the same as dumbing things down. There's absolutely a difference. Re-anchor resets context when you notice drift. After 8 to 10 turns, AI loses track of your goal. So you say, "Let's re-anchor. We're writing for a VP of marketing at a Series B SaaS who's frustrated with agencies. The goal is positioning our expert in the loop model. The tone is confident, not salesy. Now rewrite this section." This resets the context window. Think of it like GPS recalculation. You're not starting over, you're just sort of course correcting. If you're thinking, "Okay, this is nice, but I need to enter more of like a flow state when I create content," well, guess what? You can use these in any order you want. The shaping loop is a toolkit. It's adaptable. So say you're working on a landing page and you start out with an AI draft. If it's vague, use articulate to add specifics. Okay, so now it's detailed, but it's kind of boring. So let's use flip to change from what we do to what happens when you don't solve this problem. Now it's interesting. but it's a little bit wordy. So CHISEL will cut it to its core insights. You see what I'm getting at? Each tool serves a specific purpose. Do it right, and boom, you're not in a make it better loop anymore. You're giving precise shaping instructions that move systematically toward publication quality. And this works for anything: blog posts, documentation, emails, decks, anywhere you're creating content with AI. So that's my time, and that's the shaping loop. Flip, spread, articulate, chisel, and re-anchor. 5 tools that turn vague feedback into systematic iteration. If you want to go deeper, I've got a full course on creating great AI outputs, and also a 2-hour workshop on AI content strategy. They're both free for AI-led growth community members. Because listen, I know you're tired of getting stuck in one-sided rage spirals against ChatGPT, and you're short on time. So if I were you, I'd start with the 2-hour workshop. I'll see you next time.